Some conversations happen only once. They last a few minutes and then disappear forever. But there's another kind of conversation, the one that never actually happened, the one that lives entirely inside your mind. You replay it while lying in bed, while taking a shower, while driving, while staring out of a window. Sometimes you imagine winning an argument that ended years ago. Sometimes you rehearse a conversation that may never happen. Sometimes you explain yourself to people who aren't even there. And sometimes you create entire scenarios that feel so real. Your heart begins to race, even though you're completely alone. Why does your brain do this? Why does it replay conversations, rewrite the past, or invent the future? Are you overthinking? Are you anxious? Or is your mind trying to tell you something? The answer is far more fascinating than most people realize. Your brain is not trying to torture you. Most of the time, it's trying to protect you. Your mind is constantly making predictions. Every second. What happens next? Long before you speak, your brain is already imagining possible outcomes. What if they reject me? What if they misunderstand me? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I embarrass myself? Your brain begins running simulations, almost like a movie director filming dozens of different endings, hoping one of them prepares you for reality. In psychology, mental rehearsal is a common experience. Athletes often imagine performing a race before it begins. Musicians picture themselves on stage before a performance. Even public speakers sometimes mentally practice difficult conversations. In moderation, this can help people feel more prepared. But sometimes, the same system begins working against you. Instead of preparing, it starts repeating. Again, and again, and again. You replay the same conversation. Not because you enjoy it, but because your brain hasn't decided the problem is finished. Imagine reading the same chapter of a book over and over, hoping the ending will somehow change. That's often what overthinking feels like. Your mind isn't searching for entertainment. It's searching for certainty. And certainty is something life rarely offers. Think about the last awkward conversation you had. Maybe you smiled, but later remembered something you wish you had said. Hours later, your brain quietly whispered, "You should have answered differently." Then another version appeared. Then another. Soon, you weren't remembering reality anymore. You were editing it, creating better endings, smarter responses, perfect comebacks. Conversations that existed only inside your imagination. But here's something interesting. Your brain often remembers emotional experiences more strongly than ordinary ones. That's why embarrassing moments, painful arguments, or emotionally important conversations can return to your thoughts long after they happen. It's not necessarily because something is wrong with you. It's because emotionally significant experiences naturally capture more of your attention, the stronger the emotion. This is also why imagined conversations often happen before important events. A job interview, a first date, a difficult apology, a doctor's appointment. Your mind begins asking, what if they say this? What if I freeze? What if everything goes wrong? So it creates conversation after conversation, trying to prepare you for every possibility. From one perspective, but there's a hidden cost. The brain struggles to distinguish between vividly imagined emotional experiences and real emotional reactions. That's why an argument that never happened can still leave you feeling exhausted. A conversation that exists only in your imagination can still make your chest feel tight. Your body reacts, even when nothing is actually happening. And without realizing it, you've spent 30 minutes fighting someone who never spoke. This is where many people become trapped. Not because they're weak, not because they're broken, but because their imagination becomes stronger than the present moment. They stop living today's life because they're busy living tomorrow's possibilities or yesterday's regrets. The mind becomes a theater, and every seat is filled with fear. But here's the truth. The goal isn't to stop thinking. The goal is to understand why you're thinking. Because once you understand your mind, you stop becoming controlled by it. Imagine you're standing beside a river. Leaves are floating past on the water. Some are green, some are brown, some are large, some are small. Now imagine trying to grab every single leaf. You'd quickly become exhausted. Your thoughts work the same way. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every imagined conversation deserves another hour of your life. Yet many of us treat every thought as if it's an emergency. Every possibility becomes a problem. Every silence becomes rejection. Every delayed reply becomes proof that someone is upset. And before long, our own imagination begins creating a reality that doesn't exist. This is one reason anxiety can feel so convincing. Your brain isn't trying to predict the most likely outcome. It's often searching for the safest one. From an evolutionary perspective, our minds became very good at spotting possible threats. That ability helped our ancestors survive dangerous environments. Today, the same tendency can sometimes show up in social situations, making us imagine criticism, rejection, or embarrassment before they happen. Your brain believes, if I prepare for the worst, maybe I won't get hurt. But life doesn't reward endless preparation. Eventually, you have to live. Think about how many moments you've missed because you were busy rehearsing them instead of experiencing them. How many conversations never happened because fear spoke before you did. How many opportunities disappeared because your mind demanded certainty before taking action. The strange thing is, the conversations that changed your life are rarely the ones you rehearsed. They're messy, unexpected, imperfect, real. No amount of imaginary practice can guarantee the perfect outcome. Because people aren't scripts. Life isn't predictable, and that's okay. Here's something worth remembering. The voice inside your head is not always telling you the truth. Sometimes it's repeating old fears. Sometimes it's replaying painful memories. Sometimes it's simply trying to make sense of uncertainty. You don't have to believe every story your mind creates. You can listen. Without obeying, you can notice a thought without becoming trapped inside it. The next time you catch yourself replaying a conversation for the 10th time, pause for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. Is this helping me? Or is this keeping me stuck? If the answer is keeping you stuck, gently bring yourself back to what's real. The chair beneath you, the air you breathe, the present moment, because life isn't happening inside your imagination. It's happening right now. Your future won't be built by the conversations you never had. It will be built by the actions you finally take. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It can create worlds that don't exist. It can replay the past. It can imagine the future. It can protect you, but it can also imprison you. So the next time you find yourself arguing with someone who's not there, rewriting a conversation that's already over, or worrying about words that may never be spoken, remember this. Your brain isn't your enemy. It's doing what it evolved to do. The real power isn't in silencing your mind. It's in learning when to thank it and when to let the thought pass. Because the most important conversation you'll ever have isn't the imaginary one inside your head. It's the real one you choose to have with the world. And that conversation could change your life.